Hey everyone, I'm going live. Well, I like to think I'm live. How you all doing? Let me just check my lighting. I always have to do this after I go live because it's not until you go live that you realize if the lighting is okay. I think I'm looking a little bit orange because I've got the window open over here. Let me just drop the exposure a little bit and the ISO like that. I think that's okay. Cool. I have had a rubbish morning so far, like proper, like, could like just trying to sort something out. And it was, I don't want to say it was a problem, but it was a pain. It's been a real pain to just basically sort some stuff out for someone who doesn't actually know what they want or what they're doing. So let me just set the settings for this. I hope you're all okay. I'm just going to sort out the chat window. Hopefully the chat window works. Hey, everyone. Right, so guess what? When I'm uploading now live, can you let me know if the sound and video quality is coming out okay? Because I'm using a multi-streamer now. Woo! So we are now streaming to Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So just let me know if the basically is the sound should be all right, to be honest, but is the video coming out okay, or is the quality like really ridiculously bad now? But do let me know. All right, that would be good to know. Just let me know the quality is okay. Save that. Cool. So we're using EV Electro Volt Mux, EV Mux, MUX. It's free for me to multi-stream in 1080p to Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, which I think is pretty good, right? I think that's not bad. I think it's working okay. Just got to quickly save this. Sorry if I'm ignoring you guys. All right, sorry. Hey, hope you're all okay. I'm just because you go live from a multi-stream, stuff I would normally do in YouTube, the settings I have to do after I've gone live, which I think is really annoying. Right? Super stupid annoying. Okay, anyway, we're live. We are live. I'm just going to check if I'm live on LinkedIn. Hey, we're live on LinkedIn as well. Look at that. We're live on LinkedIn. This is super good. I'm not sure if I'm full screen, though. I've got a feeling I'm not full screen. Can anyone confirm? Am I full screen or am I like contained within a window? I'm not sure. I think I'm contained within a window or something like that. But good to have you all. I know, sorry, I'm a bit late as well. Sorry if I'm, is the quality, is that a smiley face? Okay, that's a smiley face. Yeah. Sorry if I'm late. So this morning I had a call with the client, which went well. I joined a 1.5 hour session where I'm advising a national company about how they can do more to help adoptive parents. And I gave my ideas for a chat forum and how they need to do a bit more marketing in some areas. So that was adoption for children. So I'm quite happy to be involved in that. And I was client. So one of our clients whose websites we hope to close down, the website was set up by someone else. We were given access to a staging area, but they can't give us access to the original website. So we can't start the transfer process. And they're all struggling to find the password for the current website. And I've told them what they need to do, either get the password or reset the password or just find the password. But they keep coming back to us and going, yeah, but you've got access. No, we've got access to the new website. So get us access to the old website. Otherwise, we can't transfer. But they seem to be failing or missing the point on that. But yeah, EVMux, that's what we're using at the moment, EVMux. So EVMux. It's called evmux.com. Right, it's free. Okay. I've just realized though, I was about to say to all of you, EVMux is super, super cool, but I'm now starting to realize that maybe it's not as cool as what I thought. Maybe it's not as cool as what I thought. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. It's not allowing me to here we go. Now I've got the live chat. Cool. Right. Yeah, I'm in a window, innit? It's contained. I'm gonna have to find a way of how to get out of the container because it's a little bit of a weird one. Why am I in a container? I shouldn't be in a container. I've got to, don't worry guys, just hold tight on all that. Okay, I'll find a way. I've got to sort that out, obviously. And so the EVMux logo in the top right hand side, because I'm using the free version, if I pay, I think it was £15 a month, then it gets rid of the logo. But I don't want to jump to the paid version until I can fully see it. Way nice. You got an update to say I'm going live. Oh, am I full screen now? Guess what I did, Charlie, to be full screen? Nothing. I just clicked. I just went like this. And then I go full screen. What the heck's going on? What the heck is going on? But anyway, this seems to be working quite well. By the way, I can see the live chat as well, so that's good. Hey, Louis, you okay, mate? But the really cool thing about, hey, Carapos, the really cool thing about EVMux now is that if anyone puts a comment in on LinkedIn or Facebook, you should technically see it. Well, I'll see it. Louis, I will, based on your message, I will reply to you. Okay, so you don't need to talk about it here, but I will reply to you about that in about a couple of hours. Okay, give me a couple of hours to get that for you. Okay, cool. And the chats are coming in as well. Yeah, so let me, I'm going to write it for you here. Right, so look, you'll see it here, evmux.com. There you go. You should see that now. Yeah. So it's free, evmux.com. It's free. It's got a, yes, you have a watermark logo, but this is multi-stream. Let me explain to you what is super cool about this, and it's free. Go to bed, Louis. Go to sleep. Take your hat off and go to sleep. This is what's really, really cool about it, right? I can multi-stream. It's 1080p. If you want to get 1080p with StreamYard or Restream, you got to pay for it. This is 1080p straight out of the box, right? Cool. You can see the message there. And guess what? I can invite people. I can literally invite people to this live stream right now. So if any of you emailed me your email and you wanted to be on here live right now, you could be live on here right now with your face on here next to me. We could be side by side. I could be looking at you right now. You'd be looking back at me right now. But you can have up to 8 people. 8 for free. That is super, super awesome, right? Super awesome. Hey, Mark, you okay? So just to let you know, Mark, I'm now using a multi-stream platform, EVMux. It's free. So right now we're live on Facebook Web Squadron page, right? We're on LinkedIn, my one, and we're on the Web Squadron YouTube channel. And the quality seems okay. And we can invite up to 8 people, well, including me, so 7. We can have 7 more people I can invite if you ever wanted to do like a multi-stream chat or whatever. which I think is really cool. Just to let you know, Mark, the AstroTurf company are struggling to sort out their password, and it was really bizarre this morning because they sent me a message going, you know how to log in to the staging site, but we can't get you the password for the current site. So I've just told them to go away and dig it up. But anyway. Yeah, it will. I need to still look up into podcasting because podcasting is a bit of a funny one, really. Because this is obviously video at the moment. Podcasting, I still need to read up about it. Louis, I've tested StreamYard. I've tested Restream. I tested Melon. What was the fourth one? There was a fourth one I tested. Whatever. Oh, hold on. Was it Stream? No. There was a fourth one. I can't remember what it was. All of them, you've got to pay for to get 1080p, right? All of them you've got to pay 1080p. However, for free, I'm getting 1080p. Do I ever stream to Twitch? I don't. My son might, Jorstein. He might do for his Fortnite. Oh, yes. He might stream to his Fortnite very soon, I reckon. I'm not. Mark, I cannot. You won't believe this, Mark. You just won't believe. I've had 4 phone calls today, and like I've just like, you know. Hey, Ayushman, you know when I said, "Does anyone want to be live?" I was joking. The only time when we'll do live is when we're actually got a particular agenda or topic, or I've got a speaker in. It could get very dangerous if I start letting anyone go live. Hey, Pickstar. And by the way, Pickstar, I did look at your website, okay, and for a 10-year-old website, I still think it was quite cool for like a one-pager, like a profile card. I love the way when you click it, the screen, you know, the item zoomed out from the center. That was cool. Ishanka, in my university, they teach Memstack. I hate about it. If I stop learning coding and learning, yeah, of course. Listen, Ishanka, okay. If you can get on board with Elementor, any other page builder out there, but I recommend Elementor. Of course I do. You can become, you got to weigh it up with what can you hit the ground running with now and start earning money now? And what will you spend another 2 or 3 years learning, like coding and stuff like that? And yes, you could earn a load more money. Believe me, you could. But it's about looking at what can you do now? What can you do later? Right? And what's the opportunity? And there's no reason why you couldn't just continue learning, but you get on with WordPress and page builders as well. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's like, but if you really want to go down the fully custom route, like fully from start to finish, coding and all of that, then of course learn the coding. And it's not bad to have that skill set, but you don't have to, Ishanka. I mean, I'm going to tell you now, I could not do what a lot of the amazing people on this chat right now can do with hardcore, full-blown coding. You tell me to code JavaScript, and I will start reading a different script. And I might drink a bit of Java tea. I don't know. I don't even like tea or coffee, Java, beans, whatever they are. I don't like that. But you're not going to achieve anything if you don't have a go. So I would say if you're okay with WordPress and Elementor, then I would say go and do it. Go for it. You got nothing to lose. Do it. So yeah, sorry, Ayushman, I'm not going to let you join because if I start letting people join without a proper topic, we could suddenly have a problem. Have you looked at EV Mux? Yeah, I think they need a lifetime deal. However, this you can see, I don't know if you can see, but let me put my finger. I'm getting this wrong, aren't I? There, the logo, right there. There's the logo. I can touch it. Look, my finger is gone. That logo, it is a little bit annoying. I'm not going to lie. However, because the top of my room over there is dark anyway, it's not really like messing up the focus of the room or anything, is it? Really? But it's let me just do a screen. Let me in fact, let me just share with you what it's called, all right, just so you can see it over here. I'll tell you what's really cool though, the fact that we're now live on LinkedIn as well. That's super cool. And at the moment, not many people are commenting on LinkedIn because obviously they don't really want to talk to me on LinkedIn, do they? But, you know, let me just quickly get the EVMux page up, EVMux, and I'll just show you the prices for it, okay? Let me show you how this works with screen sharing, okay? It's a little bit different to what you're probably going to be used to. Let me show you EVMux. Let me show you. Hey, Atif, how you doing? I hope we're not taking up your time or anything, okay? But glad to have you here. Right, let's go to a window. Let's go to the EVMux one, right? So let's share that one. And I'm now going to add this to the stream. And I'm going to go like this. Look at that. Or we could do this. I think this was better, wasn't it? So this is EVMux, right? This is EVMux. This is what I'm using. It's free. This is free. Look at the pricing on this, right? It's free. And I get 1080p. 1080p, people, right? Do you get what I'm saying here with 1080p? Let me just do that. No, let's do that. No, let's do that. Let's leave it like that. 1080p. You have to pay to get 1080p with other multi-streaming devices, right? You've got to pay for it. And do you know how easy it was when you connect, when you log in? Up here, right, it says, where do you want to connect? So I went Facebook, boom, it connected and let me pick my page. I said LinkedIn, boom, it connected. YouTube, boom, 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 boom. It just connects up, okay? And I can have many, I mean, look, I can have up to 12 on-screen participants, full high def. Anyone who chats to me on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, it all appears in one place for me to read, which is super cool. You get all these features. Now, I could pay to get rid of the watermark. That's going to be about, I don't know, £18 when you convert it and add on VAT, whatever. But I have to be honest. I have to be really, really honest here. Add to stream. There we go. I'm back. I have to be honest. That watermark is not bothering me at the moment. It's not bothering me at the moment. Yes, so Jorstein, I'm seeing all the comments. So Atif is currently, I'm just going to hit the refresh. So this pulls through the comments. Oh, hey, yeah, so Charlie, you've just replied on, so Charlie's just sent a message. In fact, I don't actually, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong and it doesn't show them all in one place. Maybe it does. I don't know. Does it? I'm just testing it out right now. Storage. So if you were going to record 5 gigabytes would probably be enough for, I reckon, about 45 minutes, roughly. That's if you want to record it. But because I'm recording to YouTube and YouTube automatically turns it into a video to stick onto our YouTube channel, if I really want the recording, you got to think about this. Now, if you really want the recording, you'd go to YouTube and download the video from YouTube and then redistribute it if you wanted to redistribute. So that's okay. So Charlie, funnily enough, the message, so yeah, I know, Charlie, you've just done a test and at the minute yours is not appearing. So I'm going to have to, what I'll do is I will email the, what you call it, people and say, hey, what's going on there? But that was good to see. At least I know, Charlie, it's now not bringing through the messages. So I will check that. So at the moment, I have got LinkedIn open here as well, by the way, so I can see it. But I've also got the YouTube. Well, I've got the EV Mux here. God, we're focusing on EV Mux a lot today, aren't we? We're focusing on EV Mux a lot today. But yeah, just thought I'd share that because I think it's not a bad tool if you're going for a free solution. Yeah, so Charlie, thanks for doing that. Thanks for testing. I will now check with the, obviously with the people, you know. So yeah, you can typing of something here. Look at that. Can you see at the bottom? There's a ticker. Hey, everyone. Look at that. Look at this. We have I can make banners appear on the page as well now. So this is not a bad bit of solution, don't you think? Hey, I don't know about you, but I'm going a bit like, woo, I'm getting all giddy over this. So yeah, today, clients, I've got to reply to a couple of clients as well. Phone calls with another client. That's why I was late doing this. And 9 videos I'm planning to record this week. No, 10. I'm planning to record this week. And if I release them every 2 or 3 days, that's a month's load of videos done. So that should take me up to May the 24th, roughly, in terms of scheduled videos already out there. Hey, Gigi. It's not, is it? It's not. It's quite. I think it's So the one thing about multi-stream is I'm not tight. I'm not tight. Okay. However, when you think about where you put your resources, so obviously we're paying for our hosting. We've got our Elementor Pro licenses and all of that. We have our Publer. We pay for the Publer account so we can do loads more scheduling. We've got Active Campaign for newsletters and mail shotting and stuff like that. We've got Canva. We pay for Canva Pro. We've got our accountants where we have to pay for the bookkeeping and, you know, all of that stuff. And I'm sure there's something else. But when you start to factor in all of those, the multi-streaming, all of this, sometimes if you can get a solution which works for free, it makes wow, look at that. Even the comment came up. I didn't even know that. I'm now wondering, how do I hide that? Oh, okay. I've now worked it out. If I click on your comment like that, do you see it? It appears. So if anyone says anything, I can show it. Look at that. This is free. This is free. Okay. Look at that. Business coach. Cool. LOL. LOL even. Let me just take that off there. So that is pretty, I think that is a pretty snazzy way to basically just join in with other people, right? With the crowd and all of that. And it's free. I can't stress out enough. This is free. And I think as a free solution, what you do have to do, though, and I strongly recommend this, is you got to make sure you got 2 monitors, a laptop and a monitor, or 2 monitors, right? Because you'll have, if you're going to share your screen, you'll share that maybe off your laptop or whichever one. But you got to have another screen so you've got the EV Mux window open. Because if you don't have the EV Mux window open, you're not going to see the chats, and then you will start to lose control. Yeah, exactly. Look what Pixar just says. I can highlight what I'm referring to. I think this is a game changer. Hey, Gerald, I think this is a game changer. Yes! So, I hope you're aware of the Aterim Web Agency Summit, which is on the 25th of April. I hope you're aware of that or not. Are you aware of that? So I'm just going to drop it into the comment. I am now going to be doing I will be doing a talk. I don't know if the exact date of when my talk is, but it starts on the 25th of April. I'll be doing a talk. My talk actually is going to be about clients, working with clients, how to get clients, similar to the video I did, but just a little bit more expansive on areas as well. So, yeah, secured my spot. Well, when I say secured my spot, you got to like submit and then they decide if they want you. What's wrong, Gerald? When you say could be better, what's wrong? Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Yeah. So it kind of so look, if I show that, look. That's actually a good point. I didn't realize it showed that it's coming from YouTube as well. That's quite interesting. Wow. Don't you love it when you find a new toy? Don't you love it? Is it full width? Hello. Yes, if you pick the canvas, Gerald. So, so, yeah, when you pick your canvas, it'll be default. Don't pick elemental canvas unless you want to hide the header footer. But if you want the header footer, you go with default or elemental full width. Hey, George, how you doing? George, mate, where were you? We've been live. How long have we been live? How long have we even been live for? That's the one thing about EV Muck. 27 minutes. There we go. 27 minutes. 27 minutes. 11. It says 27 for me. It says 27. I think I have been live 27 minutes. No, you're not late. I started late. Yeah, Atrium, they'll have about something like 30 speakers or something. Sometimes Elementor are there, sometimes Divi are there, Google are there, GoDaddy are always there as well. GoDaddy. You know, just go. Daddy go. Marketing, stuff like that. So it is really, really good. It is really, really good. Cool. Just replying, just double checking some emails I've got here. I'm not sharing the email screen, right? Sticky menu, right? Okay, so you know your header, right? Your header, or wherever you put the menu, your header. Go to the section. Go to the 3 dots at the top. Click them. So make sure you're in the section. Go to the advanced tab. Advanced tab. Motion effects. When you go to motion effects, it will then say sticky top. Right? Sticky top, and it sticks to the top. Ding, ding, ding. Sticking to the top. And that will do it. George, I always sign up for the summit. Yeah. I mean, I learned quite a lot actually from what they did last year. There was a couple of speakers, they said something and it got my brain going, oh, yeah. I haven't been thinking of that. So sometimes it's not bad for like advice, especially business advice if you're growing as well. Cool, Jimmy. Yeah, I'd love to know that. Yeah. Yeah. So just going to highlight Jimmy's point. Ding. So yeah, I'd love email me, let me know, and if you learned or another way, a different little trick or something you can do with it, because I know you were playing around with the sections, but please do email me, send me a link again, let me know. Oh yeah, so the cam is a little bit unsharp. That unfortunately is because it's because it's streaming. But it also might be the lightness of me as well over here. I mean, it seems to be okay on one of the reasons it's not very sharp is because my window's open, right? So because the window's open, I'm getting natural light, which is why I look so orange. Right? So it's because of that. I'm a bit orange because of that. Cheers, mate. Cheers, Jimmy. Oh, I've got to take Gerald's comment off. Which bit can't you read clearly? Do you mean the text over here where it says, where it says, where it says can't read clearly? Can you read that clearly? Which bit can't you read clearly? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Are you watching this on YouTube, Gerald? Are you watching this on YouTube? Whereabouts? Where are you watching this? Where are you watching this? Galaxy Tab 8. The only thing I can think of, the only thing I can think of is Wi-Fi. That's the only thing I can think of. Right, I'm going to disappear for 2 minutes, right? I'm just going to quickly go grab some chicken. Okay, just going to go grab some chicken to munch on, right? Just give me 2 minutes, okay? Talk amongst yourselves. Hey, I'm back. In fact, this is all you guys are going to watch today. That's it. I'm going to get a stand and position it right there with a can. In fact, I should just put the can here, shouldn't I? Should I do that? Should I just now, forever, have a Pepsi can? Always, just like that. Something like that, just on the shelf. That would be quite funny. So it's great. Spoke to client, emailed me on Saturday. Spoke to them Sunday night. Had a quick meeting with them. Exchanged a few emails, whatever. And they now have come back to us this morning, and now they're happy to proceed. And so that's good. Great news. You know, it's like a wedding directory website. So because we've worked with directories and all that. However, they've got a particular theme they want to use, and it's not a theme we've used before. But they understand. I have said we might have to compromise in places, and we're not pretending to understand that theme fully. But I do know someone who's worked on that theme, i.e. developed it. So we should be able to get some answers if we need. But I just need to bottle out a few more details. And hopefully get a contract out to them. So that's all good stuff. Well, maybe I should contact Pepsi and say, look, do you want to sponsor us? You know, do you want to sponsor us for these videos? I mean, I bet Pepsi consumption has gone like that through the roof ever since we started doing these videos. I have to be honest, other than Charlie testing, I'm a little bit surprised and not surprised that the live chats at the moment I've got no comments at all. But I suppose in a way, unless you put a post up to say, hey, when I was a child, I used to walk around in nappies, and now 20 years later, I have my own trousers. Unless you do posts like that of inspiration, nobody really cares, do they? Sometimes I hate those kind of posts. They're like, when I was a child, I had a Commodore 64, and now I have a PlayStation 5. My life is complete. Oh, shut up. Who cares? You need to... So, George, I need to send a CSV so they know the Excel. So obviously you're telling them the layout. I bet they're going to have a heart attack when they see that CSV file. Send them the CSV, the data in Notepad, and then tell them to tell them to copy it, paste into Excel, then go to what is it, text to columns or whatever, and tell them to then use the comma as the delimiter or whatever, and tell them to do that. Jason, this is what I need to hear. This is exactly what I want to hear. Yeah, Gerald, hold on. Let me just get you the link, okay, Gerald? Let me get you the link. You need to watch this video. I think I've sent it to you before, but you need to watch this video, right? Just hold on. This is what I call the A to Z from start to finish video, okay? And if you watch this video, I seriously don't think you can go wrong because it covers header, footers, all of that, the settings, the plugins. It's the works. Ooh, we don't want that because the sound started playing. Copy. Right, here you go, Gerald. So this one is dedicated to Gerald. All right, everyone? No one else is allowed to watch this video except Gerald, okay? If anyone else watches this video, you're banned. All right? So here you go, Gerald. Right? The link is in the thing there. Go and have a look. Oh, Pigstar. Lemon flavored water. Which is kind of lemonade. But that's cool. Oh, by the way, Mark, it's already changed. I haven't done the mobile version yet. Okay, don't worry about that. But that website, the hero banner, the image is changed already. Okay, I did that last night. So you can have a look at that. Don't worry, Gerald. Gerald, you don't need to say sorry, okay? There is no sorry in success. Doesn't even make sense, does it? There is no sorry in success. All right, don't worry. Oh man, can you see the light? It's now I'm going proper orange. Let me just drop the lighting. I've got to do something like, I'm just adjusting the lighting in here. Just give me a moment to adjust the lighting. Not sure if that's making a difference. I think that should be better. I think I'm less orange now, I think. If I do go really bright orange, can you please let me know in the comments? Because it doesn't look good. Yeah. The mobile version, nothing is sorted yet. Okay, because I'd rather do that once I've got their final wording mark, because let's say the wording changes drastically, it could change the way I like to lay it out on the mobile as well. So once we get those final words, we can look into it, and I can finish that all off then. So Gerald's question, right, with regards to Rev Slider, I don't use Rev Slider. I don't even use Prime Slider. I don't use or Slider Revolution, any of them. I don't use any of them. I just use the slides or the carousels within Elementor, because with the testimonial carousel, you can practically do all you want. Of course, there is some stuff that Prime Slider or some of the other ones they do, where you could have like vertical dots down the side, circles, and when you click each circle, it's a vertical line. It moves between the slides, which I think is really funky. There is some really, really good stuff you can do. But I sometimes go down the road of, do I really need to use a plugin just for that little bit? Really? I'm going to add in a plugin and run the risk of potential conflict, incompatibility, or whatever issue for that little bit. Whereas I prefer to just stay within the Elementor Pro, the mainframe really of the way they do it, because unless it's being something really clever and it has to be that way, I go a bit like, I don't think you need it. I don't think you need it. Can you do a layered slider with it? When you say layered slider, Pickstar, do you mean like... that kind of thing? So George has got an idea. Do you mean on our website, do you mean? Because I haven't finished it yet, but I was redoing some of our website and I haven't finished it all yet. And I need to spruce up all the videos. So at the minute, I've got 340 odd videos. I need to kind of get them all in into our website. Sorry, the links for them, sorry. And I'm going to use one of the, so I created a simple way of how you can add the filtering system on there. So that all needs to happen. That is on the cards, but I've got to find a good week where I'm not talking to any of you for a week. So I can just batter that one out, because that one's going to be a pain in the butt to do. It's one of those things where, yeah, or IQ search. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where I wish I'd done it at the start. But now in hindsight, I go, oh, we should have done it. So Pickstar, what I would do is like, this is where I would use templates. So as long as you get your template and you get everything to look the way you want on the template, that's what you would stick into your slides. So I'm not even using the slides layout. I'm using whatever layout I want to use. Now, don't worry, George, we're not ignoring you. That is something we do need to sort out, though. So like the search facility, the blogs and all that. I've just got to find a moment. Just got to find a moment to do it. But I was redoing our website, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I forgot to check the hero banner on the mobile. I checked everything else except the hero banner. How did I miss that? So the hero banner on our website looks a little bit funny at the moment. Just on the mobile, the buttons they don't look right. Put it that way, right? They just don't look right. I've just got to go in and modify that. Woo. I've got to drop off a couple of emails. I'm still rattling a little bit after today's meetings and stuff. Phone calls I've had today where I'm being asked to provide the password for a website that they've never given us access to. And you kind of go, why would we have it? Yeah, Pickstar. So if you watch some of the recent videos, the horizontal one I did about 2 weeks ago? 2 or 3 weeks ago. Testimonial carousels or even slides. What I do is you delete everything within the slide. No header, no subheader, no nothing. You create your template to whatever size you want with whatever content you want. And then you drop the shortcode into slide 1, slide 2, slide 3. So slide 1 can be completely different to slide 2. Completely different in terms of content. You could even put a shop page into slide 2. So slide 2 could be your shop. Literally, your shop with buy now and all of this malarkey, all this stuff. I mean, how cool is that? Think about it. Slide 1 could be your featured image showing off a trainer. Slide 2 could now be the 6 variations of that trainer, different colors with buy now, buy now, buy now. How cool would that be? It's literally just a different way of showcasing WooCommerce products. As long as your picture is sized accordingly, and you've set it to like WebP, in my opinion, and it is sized correctly, it's the right resolution, it will be fine. I mean, Gerald, I would say, how big is the image in file size? So when you say it's not loading very fast, how big is your image in file size? Exactly what George is saying here. So there's an existing website. They wouldn't give us access to the existing website because we had to create a staging site. So instead, they created a staging site for us. We've created that, but there's no way to make that overwrite that. So I have to download this, go here, and upload the new one to overwrite it. But they haven't given access to the original, so how can we do it? You can't do it. Hey, Rosie Nilla. Menu mobile by icon up slider. Build menu mobile. So what? You want to have an icon, and then when you click it, the menu slides up. So again, you know, we've got videos for that. Right, let me just showcase the video. At this point, George is going, oh, what did I say? What did I say? Hey, George, what did I say? You know, you need to have a search bar. Okay, George, I hear you. I will do that. Let me just do a pop-up slider. Oh. Oh, shut up. I hate it when sometimes adverts start playing before you're ready. Right, so Rosie, see the concept here. Oh, George, we had someone who had their hosting was somewhere. The emails were with BT. We moved them over to SiteGround. The emails then got mucked up, and it was like they expected us to fix it. And it was like, you need to get the MX records and the A records, and such a palaver. Okay, so Gerald is saying images were 5 megabytes. I meant to 200 kilobytes. But when you say the size is too small, is that the sizing? So now I know it's 200 kilobytes. That's still quite big, in my opinion. But how big is your image? So what's the width, the pixel width? So before you stick it on your website, in WordPress Media Library, how big is that image? Exactly, George. WebP, PNG is always going to be bigger. 9 times out of 10, PNG is bigger than JPEG. JPEG is usually at least half the size of a PNG. WebP can be like 1/10 of what the PNG was. Now, if your PNG is 15 megabytes, your WebP is still going to be about, I don't know, 2 megabytes, I bet. Because a 15 megabyte image is huge. Unless you're going to put your image on you're broadcasting it on a cinema screen, it does not need to be that big. Right? It does not need to be that big. Get it down to 1920 and 1080, right? Convert it into WebP. the size of the file, still that big, but the file size will be shrunken. Then put it into WordPress media library, then scale or crop it accordingly, but make sure you get 1920 by 1080, unless you know it's a square image or something like that. So Rosie Nilla, can you replace the menu with an ID to call a section that already has a, menu anchor. This is where you use a menu anchor. So what you would do, is, right, okay. So, that's all, folks. Right, let me show you, okay? Let me show you, right? Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me go to appearance menus, right? Okay, right. Let me show at the stream. Hopefully you can all see the screen. Right, okay. You see down here, right, I'm going to get rid of this about page because that's not needed anymore. Remove. Okay, right. Let's just switch that up there. Build websites members. Right, okay. Let's say this is my menu. Okay, this is my menu. Right, Rosie, hope you can see this. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do custom link, right? This link, I am going to say, this link goes to that URL and it goes to the about page and it then goes to this section, this menu anchor, whatever is the menu anchor name, right? I'm just going to write menu anchor, right? You see that? It's the URL, it's the page, and it's the menu anchor. And then down here, I'm going to say whatever. And I add that to the menu, right? This now I can put wherever I want, subhead, sub menu, or whatever I want. This will go to that URL. It's going to go to that page, to that section. Does that make sense, Rosie? Give me a nod, give me a tick. Tell me it makes sense, Rosie. Hey, Wally, how you doing? Yep, so this is what you do. Custom link, address, page. Let's say your menu anchor was called red1, #red1, right? And then over here, you put whatever title you want. You go red, whatever you want. So if you've got a page, male, female, children, whatever, right? Okay. For shoes, you might have in your menu shoes, and underneath it, you might have male, female, children, whatever. You click it, it goes to the section. I hope that's helped make Yep, I hope that made sense. I will not explain it again, but I hope that made sense. Because I'm not hearing you, I'm guessing it did not make sense. Somebody tell me, did it make sense to her or Rosie? Is it Rosie? Rosie? Rossi? Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Hey, Everton Brito. Hey, so glad to have you. Yeah, and so much thanks. Brazilian guy, how you doing? I'm really glad the videos and stuff are helping. That's our main aim, what we're trying to do and achieve. We want you to just feel more enlightened and happier with just everything, basically. We want everything to kind of just work really, really well for you. I can't get over how cool this hole is, right? I mean, sorry, I've got to just hide that chat from Everton. How cool is EV Mux for free? This is free multi-streaming we're doing right now. Cool. I hope that helps you, Rosie. Thank you, Pickstar. So resize, have CR2 and JP. So what you do, Gerald, right? Okay, you take your image, right? You resize it to be 1920 by 1080. Resize it. then convert it to be WebP, then stick it into WordPress Media Library, and then you scale and crop it further if you need to, whatever you want, okay? But if your images are really big or whatever, it sounds to me like these are originally big images. So you just got to condense them a little bit, all right? Once you've condensed them a bit, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, okay? I'm always tinkering with my hair, aren't I? Can't sit still, I can't. So when you say, but you see WebP, that will probably be because of the device you're looking at or using. And then my solution for that is update your device. Update the device. Update the device, and it will all work very well. Yes. I was about, what was I going to do? What was I going to do? Was it in, no, not the email. I've done that. That was it. The homepage, because I couldn't do the homepage. Nothing worse than when you're working on your own website and you fail to follow your own advice. I think it was because it was super late Sunday night. And I was reworking a lot of the rank math scores and all of that and the keywords. It's not a bad idea to rework it, you know, every now and again. And obviously when you're reworking stuff like that, I got so caught up in the moment. I didn't properly check my own buttons. That's no excuse, by the way. All right, sounds like an excuse, but it's not an excuse. Yeah, so 1920 by 1080. And what's the size now? And so, Gerald, that 1920 by 1080, is that a PNG or a JPEG? And what is the size? PNG or JPEG? And what is the file size? What's the file size? What's the file size? What is the file size? Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. Dun 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 dun. What we got there, Gerald? Let's see what you're pulling up. Let's just see. I think your reply came in. JPEG. And what's the file size in JPEG? And when what Pixar means by that is it like 300? Is it like a 300 pixel 2-inch, whatever they call it? Is it 400? Is it 600? If you come back with anything over 300, you really need to reduce it to 300. To be honest, though, it's about time that WordPress or something did something. So the moment you load through anything, it automatically either converts or does something like that. Okay, so Gerald, what is the file size then? You've told us the measurements. What's the file size? What's the file size, Gerald? What's the story? Morning glory. What's the size? What's the size? Breathe and stop for real. Give me what you got. I said, breathe and stop. If anyone is watching this on LinkedIn, you're probably wondering, what the heck are we watching? Look, if you have an interest or you're working with WordPress, Elementor, anything like that, and you just want to talk to amazing people, we're part of a chat where we share ideas or we just talk rubbish or whatever, come and join in. What have you got to lose? I'll tell you what you got to lose: your time and your life. A little bit. Whoa. We're going live. Oh, sorry. I opened up something else then. That was the chat thing there. Right, okay. Right, let's just see what the messaging is here. Yeah, you're right, actually, George. That's a very good point, what George said there. If WordPress did that, the nodes would go mental. So 160 kilobytes. Right, Gerald, if you converted that JPEG into a WebP, I bet it would go down to, I reckon it would go down to 32 kilobytes. Give or take 30 to 40 kilobytes. So the question then is like, what is the, good point, George. So the thing is then is, what is stopping you go to WebP? And is it devices? Then I say update the devices. Optimizes images. So yeah, you can get it down to 32. I'm pretty sure that 160 would come down to 32. I am sure of it. And that's one of the beauties about the WebP. You know, it's definitely something to consider. I really do think it is something you should consider. And like, and if it is worrying you with regards to the, you know, what you're saying about the, hold on, let me just get my words out here. The devices, just update the devices, because I just feel like you can't. I don't think you should discount it. And every time I've had someone ever have an issue, it is literally because they're going, "Oh, I haven't updated iOS or whatever in 1 year, 2 year," and I'm like, just do it. Maximum image size. Good question, Digital. So I always start with 1920 by 1080 as my maximum. And then after that, I will scale down or crop it or whatever. But I feel like that is a very good size to go for. You could argue that, well, on an ultra wide screen, whatever, you need bigger, fine. But you got to remember, unless you're going to do loads of CSS coding or whatever and have like app media and have a different image loading at different resolution sizes, a good 1920 by 1080 image is fine. And then I just scale it. Which program for converting to WebP? bulkresizephotos.com. bulkresizephotos.com. Right? So bulkresizephotos.com. That's the one you want to use. And what you do in bulkresizephotos.com, okay, when it shows, I don't know why it's not showing up there. There you go. Right? You go in, you set the size to be 100%. You set the quality to be, I don't know, 85%. It starts at 80, but I say 85% is better. You pick WebP, and you convert. Like that. So horizontal slider icon. So Roz, what do you mean by horizontal slider icon? Can you clarify that a bit more? What, you mean an icon to slide? Or Are you talking about the bulk resized photos there when you say brilliant website? I think you are, Jason. But it's so, I mean, when I came across that, I was like, tiny PNG, compressed JPEG.com as well. You're only allowed 20 images at any one time, 20, right? You drop them in, then you do the next 20. Drop them in, next 20. I did 86 images on bulk resized photos in one go. 86, boom. Compressed, optimized to WebP. Ba-boom, boom, boom. That's how good it was, right? And that's what you need to do. Yep, that's the one that Jason was referring to, in case anyone was unclear. It has now been clarified. It's just like, I think for me, that website, I mean, the fact you don't get hit by tons of adverts or pop-ups, number one. Number two, as soon as you go in, you drop your images in and away you go. Number three, as soon as it's done it, it automatically downloads it to your folder. So you're not having to hit a download button. I mean, it is just so pain-free, easy, and you don't have to pay for it. Hats off to the designers of that. I mean, it is one of my all-time favorite websites. Wow, I'm not sure if it can handle 5,000. I'm not sure about that. I'm not. Maybe load in 200 or 100 and test it out. I don't know. Test it out. But I know it did 86 in one go. I know it did 86. Page not found. Did you go to page not found? Are you sure? What browser are you using? What browser are you using? Look, here it is. Let me send you the link. It's here. There's the link for it. Okay. So for digital and for the link is there now. Okay, for digital and Gerald, go away and play. Hey David, how can I stop WordPress from creating copies? Right. Okay, so can I just let me share the screen, okay? Let me share my screen. So my method is not bulletproof, but it will help you out a lot. Okay, right. Let me show you what you do. Let me show you what you do, right? Let me just share the screen. Right, you can see the screen, yeah? Let me get rid of this bit here. Boom. Right, settings. You go down to media. You see here, I've set all of these to be 0, 0, 0, 0. I don't care about that. So these are all normally ticked, and there's values. I untick, right? Ding, 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 ding. And I get rid of 0, 0. That's all I do. There is probably a better of a method that you could do, but I'm keeping it simple and real for you, me, and everyone else. So I just 0, 0, 0 and untick both of those and save changes. And that's it. That's all I do. That's all I do. Isn't this wicked? This EV Mux. I'm not using OBS. I'm not even, normally I use OBS when I'm doing this so I can share my screen and me, especially on YouTube, but this is so good. Did that make sense, what I just did there, David? Just let me know that made sense. Oh, did I put a typo in the earlier link? Bulk. Oh, yeah. Oh, I had a typo. That's why you couldn't find it. But anyway, look, there's the proper link now, okay? The proper link is there. There was a typo. Sorry about that. Sorry, George. I hang my head in shame. Cool Digital. What add-ons do I use? Okay, so the add-ons I use. Okay, let me tell you. I'm not talking about WooCommerce, because WooCommerce, you need WooCommerce, payments, whatever, right? Blah, 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 maybe Themify. Let's just talk about a basic website. Okay, watch my hands. Watch my hands, right? Elementor. Elementor Pro, Rank Math, WP Fastest Cache or something else, or Toptimize. And that's it. Elementor Pro, Rank Math, or Toptimize, WP Fastest Cache. That is it. Because the Rank Math will allow me to have the Google Analytics, the Search Console, all of that. I don't need to worry about a separate plugin. If I'm using WooCommerce and WooCommerce payments, now I got 7, I will also load up Asset Cleanup. Asset Cleanup to stop the WooCommerce stuff loading on the home page. Hello, I'm the home page. How dare you, WooCommerce, touch me? You don't need to be here. Okay, right? So that's 8 on a WooCommerce website. I might have 9. Oops, let me get my fingers right. I might have 9 if I've got Themify as well. And that's about it. 9. Blog website, it's just those 5. Basic website, just those 5. When I see a basic website and it's got like 12 plugins and they've got Elementor Pro and they've got happy add-ons and they've got premium add-ons, I sort of go, what did you need that for? Oh, there was a feature. And I go, what was the feature? Oh, it was X. I go, you could have done that in Elementor Pro, right? So I say that, you know, you don't have to have loads of thank you, George. I can hang my head high again. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yes. So Pixstars mentioned OMGF. Sometimes oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. WordFence as well. I knew that was something my brain was not clicking into gear. You're probably going to need WordFence, right? OMGF, it depends. If you're going to do the work and do the custom load font, you know, and you can load your local fonts up, you won't need OMGF. If you're not going to do that and you've built your website, you could do that afterwards, OMGF. But the OMGF is, no props, David. The OMGF is subjective. The WordFence, yeah, you could do that as well. However, I will be honest and say that sometimes a lot of hosting providers will probably give you as much as you need without having to use WordFence, but you've got to weigh that up. I need to do a video on WordFence, actually. I need to do a video on 500 times a month. That's a lot. But yeah, I need to do a video on WordFence very soon. It's on my list to do. It's not part of the 10 I'm planning to do this week, by the way. And the way I'm going to try and do it is 3 videos tomorrow, 3 videos Wednesday, 3 videos Thursday, maybe, or Friday, or the other 4. I reckon it's going to take a total of about roughly 2 hours to do all of them in total, about 3 to 4 hours to edit them all in total, another hour for cover art and uploading them. So I'm looking at about 7 to 8 hours work. But 7 to 8 hours work will be a month's worth of YouTube videos done. Probably, yeah, roughly a month's worth of videos done for YouTube. 8 hours. That's 1 day of your life, and I've got my month's load of videos. You know, that's quite cool, right? That's quite cool. Duplicate page, Charlie, you're hitting me now. Yeah. So 5, WordFence if you need it. Duplicate page. God, I knew there was something else. God. So now we've got up to 7. Duplicate page. Of course, Charlie. Of course. What, in terms of videos? I'm actually revisiting some of my earlier videos I did in June and July because the quality was bad. And I want to expand on them a little bit. So I want to kind of show a solution and then show how you can do something else with that solution and how it benefits and works for you. So it's expanding, because I have to be honest, the videos I did in June, July, August, even September, they're quite awful. I have to be honest. They're quite awful in terms of quality of sound, lighting, camera work, and all of that. So I definitely want to kind of like improve on them. Just checking something. Hold on. No, it's okay. It's all right. Don't worry, David. All right, don't worry. It's why we do the live chat. This is like, there's no rehearsal. This is like live, and I will make a mistake or say something wrong or whatever, and it's all about. And I probably won't even solve everything that gets asked here. I'll be like, I don't know, or I haven't got time, or whatever. I see. I don't need to use send in blue SMTP, Charlie. I don't need to use that. Oh, you use jet form builder. Yeah. And I suppose in a way, the question really is, what are the core fundamentals? So I definitely have 5 for sure. If you want duplicate page and word fence, that would take it to 7. I'm not going into WooCommerce. You might have 7. And then you might have extra ones as well. But when I see websites that have got loads for no good reason, or they've got a plugin which is exactly the same as another plugin, and you kind of go, why have you got that? One website had 3 cookie plugins, but they only had 1 activated. So I said, why have you got the other 2? Oh, yeah, I haven't deleted. And I'm like, get rid of them. They're still activated, but only one of them is showing. So sometimes you have to think about, can you justify why it's there in your, why it's there? So Namak, hey, Namak Donam, I'm gonna block you, because anyone who comes on here and posts silly links like that, VOMRED, you're out of here. You're gone. Okay, so you're gone. You're gone. What's the easiest way to limit page revisions? I don't know. Anyone know the answer to that? I don't know. I'm sure there's a way, but I don't know. So Lars, can I make a tutorial on how to start a new Elementor website where all fonts from Google are hosted locally? So we have got this video. I'm pretty sure I cover it in this video. You need to watch. Hang on, I'm gonna have to silence the sound. You're gonna hear some sound in a moment. So really sorry when you hear this. Whoop, when you hear the sound, but you need to watch this video. Oh, hold on. I've just realized. Whoops, Daisy. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Yeah, my internet is still on. You need to watch this video. So share, copy. Right. So yeah, there is. So Lars, you need to watch this. So Lars, can you please go to this video? Okay. The link is inside the chat now. That covers basically everything, and it not only covers just your website and your plugins and your settings, your optimization, your local fonts and all of that. It also covers off your global settings, your colors, blogs, and WooCommerce as well. It's everything. To be honest, even if even if GDPR was not an issue, okay, you shouldn't really be using Google Fonts, because when you use Google Fonts, it's fetching it, right? It's fetching it. And that slows down your website because it's having to do a request to fetch it. So you want to be doing local fonts anyway. If you care about the speed and performance of your website, Elementor custom font, it's there. You load in your custom font and just make sure you use it and you'll be fine. I'm trying to work out, Lars, your so Lars Bro. Gunord? How do you pronounce it? Is it Funord? Funord, Graphisk. I'm trying to work out how to pronounce your name. Sorry if I'm yawning. It's not because of you guys, all right. Graphics. That's what the graphics is then. That's for graphics. Is that like Nordic graphics? I'm guessing. Dun 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 dun. Right, let's just see the comments coming in. Am I allowed to copy URL? Yes, Pickstar, you can. Okay, I want to be right. Serious conversation now. Okay, if you decide you want to share any of our YouTube videos or whatever on Twitter, Facebook, Insta, LinkedIn, wherever, go for it. You can do that. If you want to write a blog post for your website, so you're going to say how to create a website from A to Z with Elementor, and then you want to put you want to embed my video, or you want to put a link to my video, however you want to do it, you know, the video widget, Elementor, right? Do it. I am not going to come back to you and say, what did you do that for? And I'll tell you why. If you share anything we do and you put our videos on your website, it's good for you because you don't have to create the video again, or, you know, spend time recording, editing and all that. It's already there. So you benefit from having a blog post or whatever, or sharing on social media. For us, there's a higher chance that someone might watch the video and maybe they subscribe to our YouTube channel, or they come and follow us or whatever. So there's a win for you and me, right? And for the person who saw it, it's a win-win-win. You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It wins for everyone. So I just think that I've got no issues with it at all. All right. No issues whatsoever. If you want to do it, no, do what you want. Embed it. Anything you want. Okay. I mean, it's up to you, you know, and if people come and watch it, I think that's great. I'm going to say, Charlie, that because like you recently changed the plugins and all of that, I'm going to say just give it a day. Just give it a day, okay? Because sometimes when you test it the next day, everything's okay. Just give it give it a day. I know you don't want to hear that, but give it a day. Have I installed to work multiple W? Ooh, what do you mean by that? Unless I'm not understanding that question. Have you installed to work multiple WP pages? What's that? Is that a plugin? Is that? Can you clarify that one a bit more? I'm probably not following that one very well, I have to be honest. Right, just got to go to SiteGround now to purge the cache. You got to purge the cache. Because if you don't purge it, it won't work. And it's really important that it works. Come on, purge the cache. Great weekend, though. Whoops, I need to take this off, don't I? Managed to lose one of our SiteGround servers. So I moved some stuff that was on server 1, server 2, or whatever it was, or 3 onto server 2 and whatever. So we've lost one of the servers. There's a saving there because we no longer need it. Because I'll be honest, if I'm ever going to offer any hosting or whatever to anyone, I'm just going to tell them to go to Elemental Cloud, or I'll just tell them to get their own hosting. One WordPress installation, multiple pages. Right. Okay. So Gerald, what I would do in this situation, right, is I would do duplicate page. So I duplicate the page. So I've got the old page, and then you got the new one, and you modify the new one, and then you can open them both up. Or you can do what Pixar said with a staging site. But if you don't want to go down the staging site, just duplicate the page, change it, but you'll still have the old page. And if you like it, then you get rid of that. You have that, and you stick it in your menu and make sure the links are all working. And if you got any menu anchors or whatever, you know, just change it, your slugs and all of that. But that's what I would do. If it was a full site change, then of course staging site for sure. For sure. Right, let's go to Responsinator. Responsinator. Whatever you want. Yeah, or subdomains as well. What is your number one video or topic about Elementor? It's this one. Well, it depends really, Atif. So it's like, do you mean in terms of in fact, no, I'm going to say it's this one. Who am I kidding? It's this video here, Atif. This is my number one video. And I don't mean it's the most watched video, but it is one of the strongest ones. And I'm surprised that this video hasn't got 100,000 views yet, because it cuts to the chase, it gets to the point, it covers a lot, and it covers a lot more than what a lot of other videos out there do, right? And we're not using templates. I think we might have done in one area. No, we weren't. Right, it's that video there. It's that video. This video here, right? This one. That button is still causing problems. So I'm just going to shrink the... I know what I need to do. I should have done this the first time, actually. I should have done this the first time. Should have done this the first time. In dun 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 na 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 dun 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 Oh, why is that not working? Why is that not working? I don't like it when something doesn't work. Right, let me just check the comments. Yeah, I mean, it is 2 hours. I will give it that, but it's timestamped. So in the YouTube, it is timestamped. So you pick the section you want to focus on or watch, and you just go ahead and you watch it. And you can't go wrong with it. You know, you cannot go wrong with it. Why is that not showing the words the way I've just told it to? Why is that not working? Why is that not working? What's going on there? What is that all about? Don't worry, Pixar. I know what you meant. Don't worry, mate. You don't have to explain. All right, you don't have to explain. La 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 la. Hey, goodbye. Hey, 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 goodbye. Sort out these buttons. That's too big now, isn't it? 24, 24. Let's just shrink that down to 25, I think. I'm just adjusting some buttons on the page here, because the sizing looked a little bit off, but now I think it will work. Check on the mobile. Pigstar, your English is fine. It's fine. Have you not seen how many typos and stuff I do all the time? All the time, right? So believe me, don't be worried. I'm not seeing any issues, and no one else is complaining about any issues yet. But no one's complaining about any issues. So seriously, chill out. Chill out, dude. Chill out. Okay, just chill out. Don't worry. We are all good people here. No one really gives a flying gooseberries. So don't worry, all right? Right, cool. All right, so he's got to check. Hey, Jay. Hold on, where's my list? Right, this is for so James, I need you to do something. James, email me on info. I need your details for that cloud, right? I need your details. I need your email address, okay? If you don't email me, I can't get you it, all right? Email me, okay? I need your email. Email me, not anyone else. Just me. I need your email, okay? Oh, George, right. So what George has just said here, right? Yes, I bloody do, George. Yes, I do. And not only that, that is a missing feature for the Elemental Cloud, and they really do need to get that sorted out. Okay, they've got it, because even on the host, you can't do it, let alone within WordPress. But that, right, this bit here, purge the memcache, dynamic cache, and the memcache. Why the heck is that not? Yeah, why is that not available? Oh no, George, that's bad news, that isn't it? You know when that happens and you feel like, I know I'm hitting over 90%, and then it drops down. Right, so make sure you email. All right. And if anyone emails me with like I am Janes or Janice at gmail.com, I'll know it's fake. So don't even try it, okay? Don't even try it. I dare you. I double dare you. Triple dare. Right, let's just check this. And then, oh man, how many times do I have to do this? And it keeps going into the wrong size. La 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 la. I know. I just saw your email, Janes. Is it Janes or Janice? Cool, mate. Cheers. Thank you. I've already got the licenses for some of them. It was just you and one other person I was waiting on. So I'm just gonna do that, and one other person. Cool. Just give me a couple of hours, and I'll well, I've got to get yours, so you might get yours tomorrow, okay? But well done, my friend. What's this? Almost had it second time. What's that mean, second time? What's that, second time? Did I just do that right? Yes, thank you. Now it works. Yes. Just something I've been meaning to do, forgot to do it, realized it wasn't right, was angry at myself that I didn't do it, and now it's done. It says Janse. 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 I think that's how you pronounce it. I tell you what, that has got to be I'm just going to go down and get another can, okay? That has got to be the fastest 1 hour, 44 minutes in a long time. Time just flies, doesn't it? I'm just going to go grab another Pepsi, all right? Because this is dead. All right, I'll back it in a moment. What do you think I'm doing this evening? Ah, Janus. Janus. Arsan. Is there any free plugin? Customer data and payment also. Yeah, WooCommerce. WooCommerce. I mean, when you say customer data, depends what you're collecting, but you could do WooCommerce. And with WooCommerce, you can also modify some of the fields in the checkout. You can modify some of them. You can change the description, title, whatever. You could do that. Wow, George. No, George, you got to tell us the plugin. George, you got to tell us the plugin. What is it? Divi. Was it Divi? What was it? Come on, man. Mark. I'm going to go for 4 o'clock, Mark, okay? Never used that one before, George. One signal. I tell you what I tell you what signal I would give now to that plugin. But one signal, if you get what I mean. Forminator. You need to use Forminator. So Arsan, use Forminator. It's free. Yeah, Mark. Sorry, let me explain. That will be 11 a.m. Mark for where Terry is based. About 11 a.m. It's amazing. And you know the stuff you got to pay for, George? In Forminator. I never need them. But the amount you get is crazy. So crazy. And I just wish Elementor did that stuff as well. He may have to watch it on the replay, Mark. Maybe. But I think it works out to about 6 or 7 p.m. for Blagavest. I'll email you, Mark, all right? Thanks for reminding me, actually, Mark. Do you know what? I actually forgot all about that. Right, Mark, I've just emailed you that, okay? So just check your email. So, Joelstein, where do you have to go to purge Memcached? So in SiteGround, I log into SiteGround, and then in there, you can purge your dynamic and your Memcache. It may depend on your host provider. Some providers don't allow that or provide a provision for it. Ayushman. Oh, yeah, Mark, yeah, agree with what you said there, all right. Ayushman, not as much. When I was younger, I used to watch a lot. And I'm a, I used to watch quite a lot, but I would say in the last 20 years, not so much. In fact, I'd say last 10 years, not 20, 10 years, not so much. Yeah, totally agree. This is what's missing in Elemental form, but not just that. The conditional logic, that is missing. Calculated forms, that is missing. Oh, did it work? Can you email that back to me, Jimmy? Because I couldn't remember. Can you email that back to me? I can't remember what I gave you now. Nice one. Yeah, what Charlie said. Normally, Jostein, it'll be in your web host, but some posts don't provide it. So just double check. So I tested as the new SG Optimizer update, George, against Autoptimize, and I still found Autoptimize worked better. But that was just me doing my general testing. So Forminator, let me give you a video for why Forminator is not a bad idea, okay? Let me give you a video. Right, so Forminator, right? Right, so just to give you an idea, it's for doing conditional and calculated logic, and it's got a built-in PayPal button as well. But this is Forminator, all right? So let's give you Forminator there. And let me give you a couple of other links as well, like that. And, whoa, damn it, I've clicked the link. I didn't mean to do that. And let me also give you this one as well. All right. So this is the Forminator, right? Go and watch that. Calculated conditional logic, and you get a PayPal button. Yes, Charlie, it's all for free. Conditional logic, calculated logic is all in there. You can do it. I can't remember what I did with it, Jimmy. I think I did save it, didn't I? Let me just check. No, I don't think I did. I think I sent it to you. And I might have not saved a copy of that code, whatever I wrote. So I just did it on the fly, didn't I? So Forminator, you got to mess around with the styling of it, which is a bit of a pain. But other than that, it's definitely one of the really good free conditional logic plugins that I would definitely recommend. Cheers, Charlie. Not Charlie, Jimmy. I'll tell you what, it's a nice feeling when you're able to map out 10, 11 videos that you know will last a month. Because it means then you any videos that come to mind during that time, you can create them and drop them in, because you'll have slots in your time where you haven't got a video, so that's good. But it also means that if you have a dry period where you're struggling to think of what videos to do or create, you've got a whole month to be building up your next list. So I always like to try and plan 10 to 12 videos that I think are going to be useful and good for people out there and yourselves. And then you create them, you get them scheduled in, and that's your schedule done for the coming future. Ah, yes, that was the hyperlink. Yeah, you're right. And I think I did save it, actually, thinking about it now. I think I hide element. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yep, I remember now. I did have it saved in my favorites as well, because I was gonna do a video about it, wasn't I, at some point? Cheers, Jimmy. Got that all now. Cool. Nice one, Mark. No, does not provide domain name. My recommendation is you get the domain from zoho.com. It's really cheap. And you get your email from zoho.com as well, because the cloud does not offer domain or email yet. So when you connect it to your website, you should be okay, because you've already got the email. Unless you're planning to use Gmail, that's different. Then you won't need the email. But I would say for professionalism, it's not bad to have an email associated with your domain as well. You mean you only used the hide me bit? You didn't use the keyframes CSS animation bit? Do you mean that bit? Anyway, I'm going to test it out and have a play with it. Elementor sliders, background sound lacks the option of a random order. Is there a plugin to work around? Ooh, random order. I'm not sure about that one, about the random order. I'm not sure about that. Joelstein, can you email your web host and just say to them, how can I purge my dynamic or the Memcache? Just email them, and they'll either say, yes, this is how you do it, or they'll say, what are you talking about? I got you. I got you, Jimmy. I get what you did. Very, very clever. Right under the word fiddle and then CSS. I know what you mean when it says fiddle as well. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah. I get it. You just used the CSS bit there. Yeah, not the HTML. Got it. Right. So Elementor, I've just put out an email. So the Elementor 3.6 beta. So this is to do with the Flexbox. Ooh, look at that. Look at this. Look what the beta's now got. Ooh, this is good. Sorry for the way I've pasted it, okay? Sorry for the way I've pasted it, but in fact, I'm going to take it out because it looks really rubbish. So obviously the new beta version has got this, but I would say again, I'd rather wait until the full version is available. But this is good, right? Rearranging global colors and fonts. Finally, we can rearrange the colors, the global colors. That's good, right? That's super good because isn't it? Sometimes when you pick your grays, if you're not done your grays in the right order, you got different shades of gray everywhere. That's good. That's pretty good. That I'm glad about that. I'm glad they have finally started. To be honest, I think with Flexbox, I'm just waiting for the final version. And when the final version comes out, I will be doing a proper video on it in terms of section columns and then what the new feature does and how it differs and good practice, bad practice, things to bear in mind. But at the moment, I'm just waiting for the final version. I don't want to do it with the beta, because it might not work very well. I mean, the main thing is the improvement on performance with the Flex container is going to be major stuff. So I'm telling you now, if you're able to hit 95% on your mobile or your whatever, your website, and then you switch to Flex container, whoa, that could be a game changer. The trouble is, though, you got to rebuild so much stuff again. Yeah, totally agree, Pixar. Totally agree. But once the final version is out, within a day, I should get a video out. Not only for my understanding and learning and to make sure I totally understand, well, what can we or can't we do, but for you guys as well. I mean, I think it's going to be a pretty cool thing. Yeah, agreed, everyone. I think I've got a feeling once it hits beta mode, it's normally 2 or 3 weeks away from release. It's normally 2 or 3 weeks before release, right? And I think they're going to be aiming for an end of March release. And I'll tell you why. End of March, because it's the end of the financial year kind of thing. And I think they're going to try and get it out before then. Yeah. Oh, Pixar, don't worry about that. I will I'll do a proper video, you know, clarifying as well. I won't just go, yeah, you click here, you click there, click there. What I'll do is I'll create a section using the old style, you know, like image, whatever. Or what I'll do is I will take the hero banner on our website, which is 2 columns. We've got an image and we got, you know, headers and whatever, subheader and text here, text there, blah, 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 buttons, whatever, right? And recreate that in the new Flex container layout. Because that's really what you want to see, isn't it? You don't want to be told this is what you do. What you really want to see is this is how we used to do it. And then this is what we do now. Because if you see that, it will stick and you'll go, because in the original one I've got, our current hero banner, you know, headers, I've got 3 buttons using custom positioning. So they're all in a line, right? And all of that, blah, blah, blah. Well, how do we make sure we do exactly that look? And can you do the exact same look? Or do I have to compromise a little bit? I don't think I need to compromise, but I think that is what we need to do. Exactly. And that's what we will do. Like, I'm just reading up on their notes about it. So I'm just going to post this link, right? If you want to read up about it, read about beta 3.6. Oh man, are you kidding me? Right, here's the link for beta 3.6, all right? What the heck? Sorry, I'm just like, the link, the size of this link is ridiculously long. They shouldn't have made it this long. This is the one thing about GitHub, that some of their links are ridiculously long, right? So that is about beta 3.6 I've just posted, all right? So beta 3.6. Read about Elementor Beta 3.6. You know, and I think the global color rearrangement, that is, I did not see that coming. You know, I think they are super good. What they're going to be, some of those improvements they're doing. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm super looking forward to the global colors. I think that is super good. And there's even an onboarding feature. I mean, this is pretty neat. So for anyone who's first getting used to Elementor, even when you're building it from scratch, this little onboarding feature I think is pretty neat as well. But I definitely think the optimized DOM, lazy load added. Ah, look at this. They've added lazy load to carousel. Lazy load to carousel. That could be quite a big thing. Lazy load, carousel. All of a sudden, using carousels on your website, I still don't advise having it in your hero banner. But all of a sudden, this makes carousels not so heavy duty on your website now, don't you think? Maybe. Please remember, though, that whenever the final version comes out, don't jump to it. Wait 2 or 3 days or a week before you update, because there's always issues. Or have a staging site and make sure you've got a backup. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking pretty good. I'm just reading like the notes for the I'm just reading the notes there for the what you get with the 3.6 beta version. So I think so far it's looking pretty good, and I think that's a good thing. That's the sun now hitting me, by the way, in case someone's wondering what's happening to the light there. Just got to adjust it. Yeah, Jimmy. Of course, Jimmy. That's fine. Go for it. Of course. You don't have to ask, Jimmy. Okay. You don't have to ask. All right. You can do what you want. You can even draw it on stone and send me a photograph of a pavement where you've drawn the image or whatever it is you're showing there. Ooh, my face is looking a bit bright there, isn't it? No, I've gone all orange again. Ugh. Sorry, it's the lighting. You see, when if I'm not recording, I don't like to have the blind down because then I'm blocking. It's nice to be able to look outside sometimes. You know, when you just want to like just look outside, kind of thing. So there, that's better. But then you get the sun rays hitting you and all that, and it's do 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. What is the name of your cat? Strider. So Storm unfortunately died a few days after New Year's. My son's still upset about that one. But the one who's still alive is Strider, but he's exactly the same age as Storm. But he seems to be doing okay. So Strider, he's our all black cat. He's one of a cool guy. He's a cool guy. He is super awesome. Super awesome. Well, I think he's awesome. He's all right, really. He's all right. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Walter Strider? What? No, so I was gonna name one of the cats after a Lord of the Rings character. And I didn't want to make it too obvious, so I went for Strider, which is Aragorn's nickname, the Ranger. So it's his Ranger name, Strider, and I thought would go with that. That just seemed to work better, really well, rather than calling it Legolas or Gandalf. No, that's a bit too obvious, isn't it? Saruman, way too obvious. Dun, 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 dun. So Jimmy, I'm definitely shutting down in 40 minutes, mainly because my son will be home, and then actually no, I've just realised I might be on for another hour. Yeah, one more hour, and then I've got a call at 4 o'clock, something separate. And then this evening, I've got to take my son to judo. So I'm going to be so bloody bored just sat there watching him play judo. Yeah, watch him do judo. Can't wait to watch him do judo. Just can't wait. I really, really can't wait. And then, and then crack on with some other stuff later on. But I'll probably be live for another hour. No probs, Gerald. Take care. See you soon. What was I going to check? I was going to check something and it's gone out of my head now. What was I going to check? Oh yeah, I'll check that later. It's all right. That's not urgent. Oh, do you have plans? Just replying to some Facebook comments. It is sometimes non-stop, It's like I'm just testing out a couple of things here. Test out a few things. Oh, come on. What's up with the mouse? Sorry, just come back to the live chat. Got a bit distracted there. So someone's asked me, can I make a video doing a web invitation tutorial with a self-service client? What? I would just create a form or a page with a form or whatever. What does it matter if they're a self-service client? What? What? Just create a page. What are they talking about? It's nice to sometimes some of the comments you get where someone asks for something is so vague. You go, they go, can you do this? You go, but what do you mean? What do you mean? Can I do it? Yes, I can, I think, but what do you mean? Right? What do you mean? Because I cannot work it out. I'm not that intelligent. I'm not sure. You're gonna help me out. I don't know. What you mean? What you mean? Do you know what? I haven't looked at the news since 7 o'clock today, which is very bad of me. I like to keep on top of the news, what's happening. Oh, wow. Ukraine have retaken one of the towns. Oh dear. Some of the stuff in the news today. Damn, have you seen the petrol prices in the UK? Damn. That's why I don't like driving anywhere. I do drive now and again, but I don't like going on long distance journeys anymore because I'm just like, I just don't like driving anywhere too much. Wow, just saw the footage of some sky news team where the cameraman got shot twice, but luckily his body armor was okay. And the reporter got hit as well. Wow. Scary times, eh? Scary times. Right, let's just wrap this up. Yeah, let's wrap this up. Do 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 do. Right. Right, that's done. Right. Oh, there's actually two very important things I was meant to do today, and I haven't got around to doing them as well. Should have done them 4 hours ago, in fact. Yeah. Should have done them ages ago. Oh, what's with the chat? Oh, I'm just going to check the chat's still working. Yeah, it is still working fine. Seemed to have frozen on me then for a moment. Oh, whoa. better have Wi-Fi in that school when I'm sat there watching my son do judo. So if I've got to sit there for an hour, I'm just gonna fall asleep. I'll just collapse on the floor. I have to say though that even though EV Mux is really, really good, the engagement on LinkedIn and Facebook is next to zero for the live streams. And all the engagement is coming from YouTube. So I'm probably still going to use EV Mux, but just for the YouTube stream because of all the extra little features you get. You know, with the way you can do all that, highlighting the words, and also the layout as well with different screens. And if ever we were going to do a multi-member kind of thing. So I think from that aspect, it's probably a good thing. Looks like the LinkedIn one has frozen. Has it frozen for you guys here as well? Hopefully it's not frozen. If it's frozen, do let me know, okay? Looks like it's frozen. If anyone's watching, has the footage frozen? Shouldn't have frozen. Yeah, go for it, George. What's your tip? Like that? Do you mean like that, Charlie? Do you mean like that? Do you mean like that? 20 British pounds per litre of gas. Wow. Yeah, go on, George. What's your Elementor tip? What's your Elementor WooCommerce tip? If it's not a good tip, I'm blocking you from the channel. So better be a good tip. Oh, I just wish, do you know what, Charlie? I just wish the cost of electric cars and the batteries was so much cheaper. Because when I nearly went for electric when I changed my car 4 months ago. And I really wanted to go electric, but the cost of the electric car, even paying monthly, you know, the battery lease and all that, it was just like, because I don't travel a lot anymore, it was like I just could not justify, like, you know. But I really wish they would. I really wish they would drop it or find a way to lower the cost somehow, because it is pretty high. Come on, George. Where's that question? Where's that question, George? Come on, George. We're all waiting for you, George. We're a bit worried about you, George. We're a bit worried. You've gone silent on us. If anyone knows where George lives, can you go find him? Because we're waiting on him, George. Yeah, cool. I've got your email, Jimmy. Cheers. So George is saying, if you have the situation where using Elementor on the cart page, wherever you change quantity, it shows 2 tables of the products. I was actually going to say that I think that's what you do, because I know when I built I think when I built something, I dropped in the widget and it was fine. I didn't get that double up. But yeah, that's a good tip though. That is a good tip. Yeah, Charlie, I just need to the price of them is just the whole battery and all that leasing. It's such a pain. Yeah, so Jace, Jomel's asked is they're all very different. So I haven't got a video on it, but let me show you the tip. Is so obviously I set up a video call with them, and we might also record a video as well, or we might do a video recording as we're speaking to them, and we're going through the login, the pages, the posts, the structure, what they should and should not touch. How do you add a new post? How do you update the headers or the pages or the images? We go through good practice, like, right, before you do your image, get your image, make sure it's sized correctly, whatever. Bulk resize photos, all of that. And then and that's kind of how we deliver it to them, so we go through and we can answer their questions there and then. Anything else we need to advise on, because when you do it, like, if you just send them a PDF or an email with instructions of what to do, they're probably not going to read it. But if you do a video and you show that off to them, sometimes that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing to do. Yeah. Say goodbye to George, everyone. He's being blocked right now. We're blocking George. No, don't block George. George is cool. We like George. I tell you what, Charlie, I gave someone some looks today in school. So primary school, there was a dad. He dropped off his daughter at the creche, not the creche, the early years class. And then I would say there's about not 40 meters, probably 20 meters from where he dropped her off to get out of school. He had an electric scooter with him, and inside the school, he jumped on his electric scooter. He weaved in and out of people and went out. And I thought, the jerk. All it would take is another kid coming the other way, and there is an accident waiting to happen. I just thought the complete and utter plonker. Should not have done that. Varnish cache is similar, Jorstein. So just do the varnish cache. I'm guessing if you've got varnish cache, you're with IONS or Bluehost even. Yeah, who you with? What George just said, Jorstein. Who you with? IONS, Bluehost? It looks to me like the footage over on YouTube is freezing, but I don't know, is it? If you guys aren't seeing a freeze, that's okay. That's all right. I am going to stop in about 16 minutes. The reason why I'm going to stop is I'm going to carry on with some other stuff, but I'm going to go downstairs and jump onto my bike and do other stuff while sat on my bike. Yeah, hope you guys don't mind. Because sometimes when you just sat here, it feels a little lazy. Right. So David's saying, how can I add post categories to a general blog page made with Elementor? Do you mean like to do filtering? Do you mean to do filtering? Yeah, okay, right. Let me give you this tutorial, okay? So I've got a tutorial on that, okay? So just hold on. Hold on. YouTube.com. Let me just give you a video. So blog filter. Whoa. Bring it. Right, okay, so David. There you go, David, all right. No problems, Charlie. Yeah, it's just when you said it, it was like, hang on, I had a similar problem, but mine was more to do with me taking off an experiment, then it all worked. But I think yours was just like take off, deactivate, auto-optimize, react. It's so weird. Why would you have to do that? It makes no sense, right? But it was a deactivate, reactivate, and yeah, it's a weird one. I hate it when stuff like that happens. Yeah, so look at the link, go to that video, David, and have a look at that. There's two methods. Method one is use a free plugin. It's going to take you 5 minutes to set up, job done. Or you can spend 10, 15 minutes doing something else, which is free without a plugin. Super easy. But it's just down to what time you want to spend or not. Yeah, take care, Charlie. I mean, I'm going to be stopping in about 14 minutes. I'm going to stop in 14 minutes. Because, which will take us up to 3 hours. Doing live chats does tire you out. And I really want to just jump on the bike, get about 45 minutes of cycling in, which I think would be quite good. No probs, Dave. By the way, like I said, yeah, I've said it earlier and I'll say it again. Please do share. Let other people know about our channel and the stuff we do, and the live chats, you know, I think they're quite informative. And if you want to share any of our videos on your social media or your own website or your blog post, go for it. Go for it. Yep. See you in a bit, Mark. Hopefully see you later at 4. If not, don't worry about it. I haven't looked at it yet, Jimmy. You're right. I'm going to look at yours. I'm actually going to look at yours when I jump on the bike later. So when I jump on the bike later, I'm going to go on and have a look. But I will be studying your video and what you said in there. Okay, I'll have a look at that. Take care, Charlie. Take it easy. Take it easy. Hopefully, I'll see. Hopefully, I should be back on tomorrow. I can't guarantee what time. It might be around 11 o'clock-ish, I think, because I want to record 3 or 4 videos. If I can get 4 of them, that would be really cool. Get 4 videos done. Don't worry, David. To be honest, David, I pump out so many. You know, I sometimes feel like I need to slow it down, but I don't know. some videos are more important than other videos, so you just got to kind of just put them out. Yeah, so we'll be closing down in 11 minutes, all right? But I hope this has helped you to focus, get some answers to some questions, or just be part of a discussion as well. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Cheers, David. Thanks, man. Like I said, look, share them, okay? Please do. If you got Twitter, Facebook, Insta, LinkedIn, whatever, please share them. There's no harm. And if you want to stick them on your own website, your blog post, whatever, go ahead. And if it helps to divert traffic to you, so people find you on Google and whatever more, fine, go for it. I don't mind. You don't have to get my permission for it, okay? I don't. We love it when people share what we do. So do it. Go for it. I've just realized that even though over here YouTube keeps saying frozen, it's not actually frozen. So I think it's just YouTube being a bit of a pain in the butt, which it always is. It's quite cold today. Where's the sun gone? In fact, I'm not going to jump onto the bike straight away. I'm going to go down and do some chest presses, some arms, and then I'm going to jump on the bike. Okay, so George has got a client that doesn't host with me, and they are wondering why. Hold on, let me see this. Just expand on this. I would say yeah, but at the same time also, what I would remind them of is that page speed insight is running somewhere. And I would say, just because it says that, what do you get when you open the website and when you go to your phone or you refresh the page? How's it coming across there? And it's kind of like saying, look, unless you want to pay 70, 80 pounds a month for a super full-blown afterburner, nuclear supernova hosted website, service provider, whatever you want to call it, this is normal. But yeah, we had someone say that once. Now I'm like, okay, so what do you want me to do about it? And they were like, make it faster. I go, I can't make it faster unless you go for a really hardcore fast server and you pay £60 a month, whatever, one of the SiteGround ones. And they were like, we're not paying that. I went, well, I said, it's like you saying, my house, which has got 4 bedrooms, and I want 20 bedrooms. And I would say, okay, if I make all of your bedrooms ultra small, I can fit 20 in there. So if you're now going to get mice to sleep in each bedroom, we can't make it work. I know what you mean. I have that lazy feeling as well, but I have to say, surprisingly, I have got quite a lot done today at the moment. There was quite a few stuff I wanted to rattle out, and we're doing okay so far at the moment. So that's really, really good. Oh. Sometimes there are some people that react to my videos with a comment of like, well, you could have done this, but what they're missing the point of is that the method they're showing is a whole lot more complex. Don't worry, Pigstar, I'm going to be stopping in 8 minutes anyway. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. I'm going to be stopping anyway, so don't rush, all right? Please don't rush. Right, let me reply to this email. Actually, I got 2 emails. Oh, God, I've got 3 big emails that I still need to read. Do 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 do. I don't think I combed my hair properly today, you know. I think I just need to sort my hair out today a little bit. I'll do something with it anyway. Take care, Pigstar. Right, have fun. Enjoy the phone call. I'm sure you're not. But have fun on it, all right? Please check our themes. What's this one? What's he saying? Please check our themes on that listing and in general. Right. Yeah, I know about that. I know about that. Right, check. Take care, George. Take it easy, dude. Just replying to a Facebook message. It's going to take me a while to answer that one. Yes, we're gonna cut the live feed in about in about 4 minutes. Replying to an email here. Oh dear. Right. Any more comments? Right. All right. Take care, Jimmy. I'm cancelling off. I've run over by a minute. Right, everyone. I am gonna close off now. It's been fun, everyone. I hope you're all okay. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Look after yourselves. Share, subscribe, like. You know, any videos you like. But I'll hopefully see you all soon. Take care.